Here you go. This is for you. Isn't he awesome? Green houseplant, ready to thrive in your house. You don't want it? Why not? You're shaking your head at me, handing it back to me. Well, let me tell you some interesting facts about houseplants before you decide you don't want that really cool green guy in your house. Okay? Today I'm going to share with you how your sex and your marital status help you choose the kind of houseplant you like. We're going to talk about some awesome places you can score a houseplant other than the most popular common chain stores. And then the benefits of owning a houseplant. Let's begin by looking how your sex and your marital status help you to figure out what kind of houseplants you like. Known as America's Master Gardener, author Jerry Baker did a study to find how people, based on their sex that they are and their marital status, choose the houseplants that they like in their home. And in his book, it is Happy, Healthy Houseplants, he did men versus women, and this is how men like their houseplants versus women. Single guys, no interest in houseplants at all. He actually says that they really aren't interested in anything of owning a houseplant until they're about 24, 25 years old. And then if they do want something in their house that's a plant, it has to be hardy. It has to be able to survive because really they're not interested in it. He found that married men like something that's going to produce. They don't want some just little small, minute little plant sitting on their shelf. They're all about size. They want something that's big, bigger, and biggest in their house. Married men also want a plant that's going to produce something in the end. So they tend to like vegetables, so to speak, because then they can use the vegetables at the end and their plant gave them something. Jerry Baker also stated in his book that divorced men, not interested at all. And if they are interested in a houseplant, it's usually a cactus. So now that I've described to you what Jerry Baker found in his findings about what men like in their plants, let's look at what he found that women like in their plants. He said that single women love houseplants. He describes them as the most enthusiastic and the most ambitious to try any houseplant there and see if it grows. He calls them more the women that like to have green thumbs when it comes to planting. And if it dies, they're not afraid to cut another cutling off, stick it in the ground, and figure out what happens with it. He describes married women. They're more into the low maintenance plants. He says that they, quote, are more conservative due to their lack of surplus of leisure time, end quote. They basically don't have anything that they can commit to houseplants. So anything that's low maintenance is a crowd pleaser for these guys. Now, divorced women. They're more the mother hens of houseplants, he describes. He says that, quote, they use it as a therapeutic relief, end quote, and they like plants that blossom, something they can nurture along the way, and at the end, something like violets, prayer plants, something with a flower is going to be very good for them. Now that I've told you what Jerry Baker has described as what women like in houseplants, let's talk about where some really cool places that you can score some houseplants other than the popular chain stores. Garage sales, people. Find them at garage sales. They're cheap. People want to get rid of them because they've grown too big or they've lost interest or they're moving. You can literally go to a garage sale, I have before personally, and gotten a huge box filled with houseplants for 10 bucks. You're not spending all that crazy money at other stores. And if it dies, you didn't invest a lot into it, and you can keep trying. Another place that you can find some great scores in houseplants are your farmers market. Gardeners and farmers want to share. They're going to have little cutlings and plants everywhere that you can just try. Clippings. Ask your family and friends for clippings from their plants. Why invest a lot of money when you can just take a little clipping from them, stick it in a pot, and see if it grows? Well, there's a process to it, but clippings are a very usual way to get houseplants from other people. You also want yourself. Use yourself. Clip your other plants. Share your suckers. Put them in other pots. Make your little garden grow. Now that I've told you some really cool places that you can score houseplants other than the common places, let's talk about the benefits of owning a houseplant. This is really cool. Interior decoration is a great addition to your home or anybody, and houseplants can help with your interior design. Dr. Hessian, who is the author of The Houseplant Expert, states that there are now exciting ideas about the way houseplants as interior design items and not just as green plants and pets, end quote. Another way that houseplants are great benefits for you is they put you, it's been proven, in a happier mood. Author Jerry Baker states by having, quote, a reasonable, well-selected number of plants in your home will improve and maintain your health, both mental and physical, end quote. Plant the suckers around you. Have some friends to talk to. Wake up in the morning and you walk in your windowsill. What do you see? Your little plants. They're happy to see you. Why not do it? The other benefit to owning a houseplant is it can be an exciting hobby. You can try it on your terms. You can have one little plant that you have in your home, and eventually down the road it could turn into 20 houseplants. So it could be an exciting hobby to share. And the last benefit that I think is really cool is you can give clippings to family and friends, and it's a way of sharing what you produce. I just found out that we're moving next summer to Hawaii, and I have about 15 houseplants in my house I can't take with me. I've contacted friends, I've contacted people that my husband's work with, and I pretty much have divided up my plants and found new homes for them. And I'm really excited that all the hard work that I put into my houseplants, they can now have for free. So I just got done talking to you about the benefits of owning a houseplant. Let's review what I've shared with you today. I've talked to you about how your sex and your marital status have helped basically you choose the kind of houseplants, determines the kind of houseplants you like in your home, some awesome places that you can score a houseplant other than the popular chain store, and the benefits of owning a houseplant. So, now that I told you some pretty cool facts, what do you think of this green guy? Do you want him? You want to put him in your house? It's really exciting. Remember all the benefits that I've showed you.